What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of this channel. It's been a while, but I'm here to do the summer vinyl tag brought to you by Martin's Vinyl. To be more specific, Martin the Martian's Vinyl. There's the address. If you're not following his channel, you need to do so right now. And let's support Martin, who went ahead and did his own official summer vinyl tag. Well, at least it's official to me. It's the one I'm doing. 15 questions only. Really simple, really cool. Let's do it. And if you haven't done it, I hope you do. And don't forget to tag Martin. And don't forget to follow me too. Alright, so here we go. First question. Your most recent heater. Alright, what's the latest thing you bought? For me, I bought this the day it came out, just a couple weeks ago. It's the new one from Wet Leg. Moisturizer is the name of the album. We've all been waiting for their second album. Their first one, this one right here, their self-titled one, which came out a few years ago. I didn't meet anybody who didn't like it, and we were waiting for the follow-up. Here it is, more fun, cool music by these two crazy chicks, Rianne and Hester, and they have a really great backing band as well. I've seen them live, and yeah, this album's fun. She's got on some socks there that say "I love me," and she's in the background like making out with herself. But it's a lot of girl power stuff going on in here, and there's nothing wrong with that. Cool album, Moisturizer. Can figure out what that means. Black vinyl sounds great. Your latest heater. That was question number 1. Alright, question number 2. A record that will melt your face off. I could have picked any album by this group. They'll all melt your face off. But this one's appropriate because it's summer vinyl tag. It's Once More Round the Sun by Mastodon. A really great group. Like I said, all their albums will melt your face off, and so will their artwork. Really cool stuff all the time. This album just turned 10 years old, for crying out loud, and I think they're releasing like special editions. This is an original one that I bought, and like I said, I always love Mastodon's artwork. Check out the label here, and then that right there. Great artwork by the artist who I do not remember, but I will, and I'll put the name right here. Cool. Great stuff. Mastodon, they've been in the news lately. Their old-time guitarist left, and they said it was mutual parting. And then a few days later on social media, he said that they were horrible people or something like that. But anyways, that's rock and roll. Once More Around the Sun by Mastodon, album that will melt your face off. And I have it upside down. There it is. Next question. Cheap Heat record. A record that costs, doesn't cost anything and is hot, right? Cheap Heat. This was pretty cheap. It's Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Greatest hits, man. Sweat, because it's hot. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I think I paid maybe $1 for this. It's cheap. It's hot. I kind of like this band. You've Made Me So Very Happy is a great song. And of course, Spinning Wheel. Cheap Heat. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Greatest hits. Always cheap, always hot. Next question. For this next question, Martin is calling it two-piece swimsuit. And no, he's not asking you to wear one and show it off. No, he's saying show a record with only 2 members in the band. And Martin, I have to show your favorite, one of your favorites, and that is the White Stripes. This is Get Behind Me, Satan. Another album celebrating an anniversary this year. Well, every album celebrates an anniversary, right? But anyways, this is not an original. This is the album released on Black vinyl for the first time. That's what this is. And I have another one. This is the 20th anniversary edition released by Third Man Records, Jack White's own record label. And yeah, I had to get this. You know, I like collecting White Stripe stuff. And like I said, this album's celebrating an anniversary, 20th anniversary since this album came out. And they decided to release it on beautiful smoky red vinyl. Very nice for the 20th anniversary. Smoky red and smoky gray, I guess. Or smoky and clear. But very nice. Cool label there with Jack and Meg's hand. I know this is not one of the more popular White Stripes albums. It's grown on me. You know, a lot of marimba in this album. And by the way, these all came in really nice lined sleeves, so I don't have to put them in new sleeves. And this is a gatefold, but I haven't opened it yet because I want to keep the hype sticker. Yeah, 20th anniversary edition, you know, released by Jack's label. Has a little quote there from Rolling Stone: "Satan, you got served." It was a different album, a weirder White Stripes album. It's not at the very top, you know, when I rate White Stripes albums, but I still like it, and I like this copy. There it is. Next question. Next question says, your summer road trip soundtrack. You're going on a road trip. What are you going to listen to? Well, this is what I picked, and I think it's very fitting, not only because it's summer, but we lost the man behind the band, and that is Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. And my choice is Endless Summer. You know, their you know, their greatest hits album, but that makes a great road trip soundtrack any day of the week. This is an original copy from the 70s, and yeah, one of my favorite bands, the Beach Boys. That's my summer road trip soundtrack. Next question is, your most recent car boot or yard sale find. I had to look up what car boot was, by the way. But yeah, for me it would be yard sale. My latest yard sale find, well, guess what? It's another Brian Wilson Beach Boy thing. It's this copy of Surfin' Safari that I found at a local yard sale around here. I believe it's I think this is a 70s copy. So, of course, it's not an original 64? 63, 64. No, this is a 70s copy because of that Capitol label, but in really, really good condition. I gave him $5 for this. So, very nice, really nice copy. And I would say VG++ all around. But yeah, my latest yard sale find right there, Surfin' Safari, Beach Boys, 70s copy. Next question, number 7. Here Comes the Sun. Show a record with the sun on the cover. Well, to me, I think the best sun cover, the best album to have a sun on it is 40 Ounces to Freedom by Sublime. But I don't have a record of that, but I do have a CD of it. So there's that. I think that's the coolest sun on any album cover right there. Millions and millions of Sublime fans with that tattoo on there. And it's a cool tattoo, you know, if you want to go there. But yeah, sun on the cover would be this. But since this is a vinyl tag, I'll show this one too. And this is the closest I've got to the sun. It's this copy of Thundercats' Golden Age of Apocalypse. I mean, that looks like the sun right there, right? Thundercat. You all know Thundercat, bass player, musician extraordinaire. And yeah, this is his album, Golden Age of Apocalypse, on red vinyl. You know, like the sun. Okay? There you go. Cool question. Let's move on to the next question. 8. Campfire album. Show an acoustic album. I don't have any acoustic albums, man. So the closest thing I found was this right here. It's Nirvana Unplugged. Their Unplugged album. MTV Unplugged in New York. This is a 25th anniversary copy. No, not an original. If you have an original one of these, you are lucky. But this one sounds very, very good. Good copy here. Campfire album. Or who would want to hear this in a campfire, right? I mean, come on. Good choice. What do you think? Anyways, next question. In the summer of '69, show a record released in 1969. Wow, what a year. 69 makes up a lot of my collection, and I would imagine yours too. I didn't know what to pick, so I went ahead and grabbed this right here. This right here, Santana's debut. Came out in '69. What month did it come out? August. This month, August of 1969. Right here. This is the quadraphonic copy. I still don't know what that means. It has something to do with 4. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds great. And this is one of my favorite covers. As you all know, there's like people that make up the lion right there. There's 2 people right there kissing. And then somebody else right there. Really cool cover. Santana, summer of '69. Next question. Alright, next question. He's calling the perfect summer bod. Alright, show a record that is perfect from start to finish. I went ahead and picked out this one right here. This is the New York Dolls, their debut album. This is an original 1973 copy. A prized possession in my collection. It's got a little ring wear at the top there, but the record is in great condition. Love that logo with the lipstick there. Yeah, great album, perfect from start to finish. Summer bod. There it is, New York Dolls. Next question, number 11, Summer of Love. What record are you in love with at the moment? Right now, I am in love with this album right here. This is entitled Dog God by the band LA Witch. Alright, yeah, definitely in love with this one at the moment. LA Witch from out here, Southern California. Trio of ladies. Sadie Sanchez, the singer, the lead singer and guitarist. Sounds a little bit like, you know, like a combination of like Stevie Nicks meets like Lou Reed or something. You know, she's got kind of like that little cadence that Lou Reed has, and she has a little bit like Stevie, but it's cool guitar rock, a little folky, you know, a little like jangly guitar rock. I'm definitely digging it right now. And this is the Levitation version on this really beautiful blue and red vinyl, swirl vinyl. Very nice. And let me show you another album that I'm kind of in love with right now too. This is Clear Lake Auditorium from De La Soul. This is not the official one. This is a re-release from Vinyl Me Please, but Clear Lake Auditorium was an EP given to DJs before their Balloon Mind State album came out. and it has a couple tracks from Balloon Mind State. It's like one of the most sought after De La Soul records, but Vinyl Me Please re-released it on this really cool, I don't know what you call this, water sleeve. Really nice. I've never seen anything like this. And it comes on that blue vinyl. Sounds great too. And yeah, man, De La Soul. And I thought that would be cool to show off for the summer vinyl tag. Anyways, hope you guys are staying cool out there. Next question. Still going with this Summer of Love theme. Number 12. Recommend another channel. Alright, well, besides Martin's vinyl, Martin the Martian, who you need to be following, I will recommend Rock City Kitties. These are two people from the vinyl community who kind of got together and did their own little channel, and they've left comments on my videos, so I will shout them out. Rock City Kitties, thank you very much. I believe it's she goes by 8 Vinyl Low and the Record Spinner. Am I right? I think I got your names right. But anyways, Rock City Kitties is the channel that I am recommending. And next question, number 13, again, Summer of Love. Recommend an album you think everyone will enjoy. I think everyone would enjoy, and I'm going to go ahead and recommend 2 that I just kind of randomly picked out by 2 different female groups. The first one is this one right here, Fever In, Fever Out by Luscious Jackson. This album came out in 1996. This is an original 96 copy. Another prized possession in my collection. I forgot how I found this, but yeah, great album. I think they only came out with like 2 albums. They were on the Beastie Boys Grand Royal label, and this one had you know, the song Naked Eye, which was pretty huge hit, but the whole album's really great. I mean, it's funky, it's a little hip hop, and it's also a little, I don't know, there's a little psychedelia in here too. Good stuff here. Luscious Jackson, Fever In, Fever Out. And the other one is the debut album from the Linda Lindas. Alright, if you don't know the Linda Lindas, these young ladies are, I mean, they're hardcore punk rock, super talented. They all sing, including the drummer. And yeah, this is their debut album, Growing Up. This is the Acoustic Sounds came out with this one. At least that's where I got it. Anyways, yeah, Linda Lindas and Luscious Jackson. 2 albums I think everybody would enjoy. Next question. We're all going on a summer's holiday. Show a record you grabbed while you were on holiday, while you were on a trip. That, for me, will be this album right here. This is Pendulum by Twin Tribes. I got this when I was in San Diego at one of their concerts, and they were selling these, you know, at the merch table, and it comes on this beautiful purple swirl vinyl. Let me take it out. Very nice. Yeah, Twin Tribes, duo from Texas. Synth wave, you know, dark synth pop, and Pendulum is their second album, and I believe this is either the second or the third pressing of this, because they sold out of the first 2, so good for them. Twin Tribes, Pendulum. And last question is the most overshadowed album. What album gets overlooked or has been overshadowed by time or by another album? In keeping with this Beach Boys theme, I'm gonna go with Smile, the album from the Beach Boys that never came out, basically. That's why it gets overshadowed. we get copies like this, Smiley Smile, like the official bootleg that everybody has, and even this got overshadowed by this, the official re-release, or the official album. I mean, is this considered like the official album? He came out with this in like the early 2000s, and yeah, this is my, you know, CD copy. Cool little box set here. Came with a lot of you know, cool stuff. It's a few CDs, and even this came like a, you know, like an album sleeve, you know, with the background, or excuse me, with the back there with the track listings and the old label there. But even the old Capitol label on the CD. And yeah, I got that when it came out, but you know, it's this one that we always wanted, you know, and it will forever be overshadowed by time and whatever happened to Brian. But rest in peace to him. Hope you guys are all having an awesome summer. Hope you guys are all still smiling, even though it's kind of hard to these days. Keep smiling, everybody. Thank you, Martin, my very good friend in the vinyl community. Thanks for doing the vinyl tag. Hope you guys all do it too. See you later.